Hey guys, what's up? It's Crim with the 5-head rogue guide to Mythic Wrathion, the first boss of the ny'alotha raid. In this guide I'll be going over talents, azurite, essences and corruptions, and other general tips and tricks that you might need to kill this boss. For the purpose of this video I'm going to assume that you are familiar with all the heroic tactics, and as such will focus mostly on the mythic changes. Wrathion is a 2-phase boss with long single target phases alternated by some downtime into a short cleave phase. Because the fight is mostly single target, I recommend just using your standard single target setup. Except for Outlaw, I would recommend using one keep your wits about you trait for the short cleave phases. Because the fight is mostly single target, the corruption and essence sims that you use for your standard build will probably be fine. If you're unsure what that is, you can go to raidbots.com, I'll leave a link down below, and sim a patchwork sim to find out what they are. Keep in mind though that if you run infinite stars, which sims very well, they can go to waste on the shards in phase 2. Though having said that, because it is mostly a single target fight, it is still very viable to run. This boss has several neat tricks for rogues, and first among those is dealing with the mythic only mechanic. On mythic you get a stacking debuff that stacks up every time you move and starts dealing heavy shadow damage once it hits 50 stacks. However, because we are smart rogue players, we have ways of negating this. Both Vanish and Cloak of Shadows get rid of this debuff completely, making this mechanic basically non-existent for us. Using your movement abilities wisely may also help in keeping the stacks down. However, one thing to note is that if you are assigned to run the shards for phase 2, save your sprint for this specifically. Another thing to note is that if you are playing Outlaw and running the Alacrity talent, you can actually extend your 5 stack of this buff through the transition phase. The way to do this is to build your combo points right before Wrathion flies up, and then roll the bones right before your Alacrity expires halfway through. This will ensure you can roll your 5 stack into the next phase. When it comes to reducing your damage taken on this fight, both Feint and Cloak of Shadows have their uses. Feint, for example, will reduce the AoE effect of the incineration debuff, while Cloak of Shadows negates it completely. And both of these work in a similar fashion for the Gale Blast. Also, should you ever find yourself lagging behind on the transition, where Wrathion spews multiple fire pools throughout the room, you can use your Cloak of Shadows to traverse those unharmed. All in all, this fight is fairly straightforward for rogues, and rogues have a lot of tools to help them do well in this boss. If you have any other tips or you think I've missed something, make sure to leave a comment below. And if you found this video helpful, you'd like to see more rogue guides, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what else you guys would like to see. You can catch me streaming as well on twitch.tv/crimwow, and I hope to see you guys there. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.